Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. This is your fourth stimulus check update, fourth stimulus package update, and daily news report. In this video, I will be going over how the fourth round of stimulus payments could be going out to middle and low income families in the United States. Please stay tuned until the end of this video to learn about the two winners of this week's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. House Representative Ilhan Omar just introduced new bills. They are called the Guaranteed Income Bill and the GDP Alternative Legislation. According to Representative Omar's press statement, the legislation is designed to build a 21st century economy that is reflective of Americans' everyday needs. The bills will create a grant program to fund local income pilots and implement a national guaranteed income program, and also establish a new economic metric to measure well-being. The Sending Unconditional Payments to People Overcoming Resistance to Triumph Act will create a guaranteed income program of up to $1,200 per month for adults and $600 for children, following pilot programs in localities nationwide. The Genuine Progress Indicator Act will provide an alternative economic metric to supplement GDP calculations and also revamp our economic policy lenses by including overlooked socioeconomic and environmental costs and benefits of economic productivity. Representative Ilhan Omar said, "For too long, we have prioritized endless growth, while millions are homeless, hungry, or without health care. This crisis had laid bare these inequalities. We, as a nation, have the ability to make sure that everyone has their basic needs, like food, housing, and health care met. The world needs new economic indicators and economic policies that will prioritize and encourage truly sustainable and equitable development. It is time we become the leader in measuring and safeguarding our people's economic well-being, starting with both of these bills."
And so I'm calling on private insurance companies, don't hide behind the fine print and technicality. Pay what you owe your customers. Cover temporary housing costs and natural disasters, and help those in need. That's what we should all be doing now, and that's what we are doing. So far, we have provided, the governor's help as well, $100 million in critical assistance directly to people in Louisiana by putting $500 in their bank accounts once they've contacted us. That's what we're going to come back and let all you people know exactly how to do that. That'll happen. And secondly, as the governor's request, FEMA is helping with what fancy phrase, transitional sheltering assistance, meaning a place for you to be safely able to sleep at night and be secure, like covering your hotel bill. You're racked up because you couldn't stay at home during the hurricane or because your home is not livable now. We're making sure this kind of relief is equitable for those hardest hit. The resources they need have to get to them. And so no matter who you are, if you live in an affected area, please visit disasterassistance.gov once you're able to use your cell phone, or call 1-800-621-FEMA, FEMA. That's 1-800-621-3362. And folks, Hurricane Ida is another reminder that we need to be prepared for the next hurricane, and superstorms are going to come, and they're going to come more frequently and more ferociously. I've been working closely with the governor and our colleagues in Congress in both parties on my Build Back Better plan that will modernize our roads, our bridges, our water systems, sewers and drainage systems, and power grids and transmission lines to make sure they're more resilient. I walk through the backyards here. So many telephone lines are down. So many telephone poles are down. So many of the way in which we transmit energy is lost because of old wooden telephone poles. We know for a fact if they're underground, they're secure. Cost more money. We got to not just build back to what it was, put the same old poles up. We got to build.
So everyone, what are your thoughts on these two new bills? Do you agree with these new bills? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Democratic Representative Dwight Evans also stated, "Even during the better economic times that came before this crisis and recession, many Americans were struggling to avoid hunger or homelessness in the wealthiest country on the planet. Both of these bills would help us to build back better. I also continue to advocate for other fairness measures like the Raise the Wage Act." The state checks come as the federal government continues to distribute $1,400 stimulus checks that began dispersing in March of this year. To date, the Internal Revenue Service and Treasury Department have sent out checks to 171 million Americans, totaling over $400 billion. The Internal Revenue Service will continue making economic impact payments on a weekly basis until the end of this year. However, a new spending package is facing obstacles in the House right now. Democrats can only afford 3 defections in that chamber if Republicans are united in opposition, and some moderate Democrats are also balking at the size of the package being drawn up. Joe Manchin also called on the House to pass within a few weeks a Senate-passed $550 billion bipartisan infrastructure bill. But Bernie Sanders, a Vermont independent and the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee, tweeted, "Rebuilding our crumbling physical infrastructure, like roads, bridges, water systems, is important. Rebuilding our crumbling human infrastructure, like healthcare, education, climate change, is more important. No infrastructure bill without the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill." House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has promised progressives in the chamber that she will marry the legislation with the much bigger Democrat-only tax and spending package, although moderates have been promised an infrastructure vote by late September. In an early sign of the deep challenges that Nancy Pelosi faces on the measure, last week she could not initially muster the votes to clear a procedural vote to adopt the budget plan that enables the economic package to advance. She had to strike a deal with the 10 Democratic House moderates, which set in writing a September 27th deadline for a vote on the infrastructure bill. Progressive Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said that after the agreement, she still wants the infrastructure and the reconciliation bills voted on at the same time. House panels are beginning work on select portions of the $3.5 trillion package, but timing is not clear in the Senate. Despite a September 15th deadline for Senate committees to complete work on the bill, no panels in that chamber have yet announced legislative meetings. Joe Manchin last month voted with other Senate Democrats to help pass a fiscal blueprint that could help enable the broader economic bill to pass the Senate without any GOP support by short-circuiting the filibuster. However, even then, he did not commit to backing a bill as big as the $3.5 trillion, citing rising inflation and a soaring federal debt. So everyone, that's the end of the video for this afternoon. Thank you so much everyone for joining me here today. In a video later today, I will announce the 2 winners of this week's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. Please remember, you can still enter my giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keywords of the day for each past videos. Thank you so much everyone, and have a very blessed Friday.